Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today on my face I used a lot of Fenty Beauty products, some of the new and some of the old that I already had. So obviously I was reviewing the concealers, which I have 3 shades, so it's very interesting. You should watch and find out exactly why I have 3 and what I use them for. And also 2 of the powders, I just went a bit overboard and I know they're kind of a dramatic difference, so you also have to stay tuned, see why I got 2 very dramatically different powders and see how they went. So obviously I already love the Fenty foundation, literally my fave, and the primer, but we'll have to see and keep on watching to see if these other products live up to that expectation, because the foundation literally was amazing. I definitely did not let my biased opinion towards the foundation change how I feel about the rest of the products. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, comment down below any future video ideas you want to see me do, and last of all, turn your post notification bells on if you want. Really don't mind, I literally would be fine with a like and a subscribe. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look and my real opinions on all the new Fenty Beauty stuff, keep on watching. So I literally got the package like 10 minutes ago and I'm already filming. I was already planning to film today. I was just going to film this video later because I didn't know when the package was going to arrive, but it literally arrived perfect timing before I even started filming. Literally so excited. This is everything I got. Okay, so I'm just going to take everything out one by one and tell you what I got. So the first 3 things that I got were all the concealers. I know I got 3. I went a bit overboard because I always pick the wrong concealer shade, so I thought I'll just pick up 3 and hopefully 1 will work. I love the packaging, literally so pretty. So these are all the shades I got. I got 210, 260 and 290. My foundation shade is 290, so I was very interested to see how this one compares to the foundation. And these 2 I just got to brighten my under eyes. Then once again I kind of go a bit overboard, but I got 2 of the setting powders. I got the shade Lavender and Honey. Got Lavender for under my eyes and Honey for all over. Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully they're okay. The packaging is beautiful, but also it's giant. Like, this is so big. And lastly, these 2 products aren't new, but I got 2 lip products. I got the lip gloss in Fussy. I got the red lip paint in Uncensored. So these are the 3 concealers that I got. I opened them up first because I'm obviously going to use them first as an eye primer. If they work as an eye base, that will be really amazing, because literally there's only 1 or 2 concealers that work for me as an eye base. So I'm very curious to see that. So these are the 3 shades, 210, 260 and 290. They honestly look like pretty similar. I'm going to swatch them on my hand for you quickly just so you can see. So this is 210. It's actually darker than I expected. And then this is 260. You can see there's a bit of a difference, one's more warm. And this one will be 290, which is my foundation shade as well. Which actually does look like my foundation shade. So those are the 3 there. I don't know if they'll be bright enough for my under eyes, I hope so. And it's funny because they're all very different undertones. This is very olive, this is very warm. Don't really know what undertone this is, but we'll see how they go. I don't really know which one I should use. So I'm going to be using 210 on my eye. By the way, I love the packaging. It's so like sleek and like pretty. I think I'll know if it's not going to work with eyeshadow immediately as I start blending it out, because that's when I usually notice with other concealers, like immediately if it blends funny on my eyes, that's how I know it will not work. Actually, this shade looks really nice. So I'm going to blend it with my beauty blender. So my camera cut out while I was blending, but I blended both sides. Looks really nice. I definitely could have used more concealer for more coverage, so that's just something to bear in mind. And now I'm just going to go and set it with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder so it doesn't crease. But something that is good is while I was blending and then my phone shut off and I had to turn it back on, by that whole time it still hasn't creased at all. Now, a good test for this concealer working as an eye base is if I use the James Charles Morphe palette, because with this palette there was a lot of drama that came with it, with what base you should use. So if the Fenty Beauty works with this palette, then it's going to be a dream. So I might do a bit of an out there look. I'm thinking to do a green look, and it might be a bit much, but I just like feel like doing green. I haven't touched the greens in this palette, I just really want to do one. So on my Morphe M441 brush, I'm actually going in with the shade B. It's just a yellow shade. I'm going to put that in my crease. The pigment is already insane, can you see that? Did not expect that, honestly. Okay, I don't know if it's the brush or this concealer, but usually when I use this yellow shade on my Maybelline base, there's not much pigment that comes off. Like, a good amount of pigment comes off, but not like an insane amount like that. Genuinely, this is something I haven't seen before. By the way, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with my Maybelline concealer or the palette. I know that if you use a concealer and set it with this palette, you won't get the full pigment. I understand that, I don't mind, I like building up pigment anyway. But this one just immediately came through with so much pigment, I'm like genuinely shocked. I'm gonna go in with this shade, I think it's called Social Blade. I can't be bothered picking up the palette every 2 seconds to show you what shade I'm using. I'll generally put the name on the screen, but I'm gonna go in with this shade on a smaller fluffy brush. I actually like never use the green shades, so this is exciting. Doing a bit of a halo eye if you're wondering. Don't really know how good this brush is at blending. It's a bit too pointy, but I think I'm gonna go in with a different fluffy brush and try to do the same thing. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of realizing I'm not doing the best review right now because not only am I using a new concealer, I'm also using brushes I'm unfamiliar with. The green shades that I really never use, so I don't know how they work. So something's happening on my eye. I just don't know what is happening. My eye looks all like green and like dirty. I don't mind the shade how it looks now, but I'll show you what it's meant to look like. It's meant to be like a bright green. I don't know if just blending it into yellow makes it like all a dirty green, or if that shade always blends like that, or if it's the concealer. I genuinely have no idea, so sorry if this is a bit inaccurate. Shades themselves are blending out so nice, it's just, I don't know why that color went all funky. So I just did this eye and it looks the exact same. I'm starting to think that it's the eyeshadow because when I first applied it, it was bright green, but as I blended it out, it went darker. I feel like it's just the eyeshadow. I have no idea. I definitely will have to use this green shadow again and like see how it goes. So stay tuned for that. Now with the smaller blender brush, I'm gonna go in with this emerald green. And I'm just gonna put that on the outer part of my eyes because obviously it's a halo eye. I just wanna deepen it up just a little bit. Shade is looking so vibrant and so pretty. Yeah, this shade is blending really nicely. So I just finished my eyes off camera just because I didn't want to focus too much on the eyes. I more want to focus just on the Fenty products themselves. My eyes are blended and worked out really nicely. I've never done a look like this before. I really like them. All the products I don't mention will be listed down below. But so far, the concealer as an eye base definitely works, and I'm kind of shocked because I very rarely find a concealer that works. So pretty happy about it. Obviously, I already have a few Fenty products of my own that I use regularly, so I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty primer. I'm actually running out, which is very upsetting because I can't afford to repurchase it and I just love it so much. By the way, if you're wondering how I complain about being broke all the time, but I can still afford to buy new things like these Fenty concealers, it's just Afterpay. Really helps, honestly. I don't even have like a proper income like at all right now, but Afterpay still helps. So now I'm gonna put foundation on with my Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 290. Literally my favorite foundation. Such an amazing shade for my fake tan. It's just, seriously love this so much. I love this foundation because it's like medium coverage in my opinion. Medium to buildable. So like sometimes when I'm like feeling myself or I feel a bit more confident and I don't mind my breakouts or scarring showing, I have it as medium coverage, or I can build it up to like full coverage. For concealer, as I have 3, I do want to try all 3. So I'm going to start off with 290, so it shouldn't match my foundation. I'm going to put it over my breakouts just to compare the shade and also to see the coverage. To be honest, I don't need concealer, it's just the lighting that makes my skin look more pigmented. Honestly, I wouldn't put more foundation or coverage because I just don't really care for it, but I will for the sake of the video. Okay, yeah, it's pretty much like the same shade, honestly. So let's see how it blends and see if it adds coverage. Blended out really nicely. Look, they're sort of gone. Okay, so that's all the concealer blended around my face. It definitely gave me a little bit more coverage. So just for reference, if you want to highlight your under eyes, definitely don't get the exact same shade as your foundation because I just don't think it would work out. So now I have 2 more concealers left. I think I'm going to start with 260 just because I already tried 210 and I already know what it looks like. I definitely will mix these two if 260 is not light enough. Ooh, you can't see what color it is on camera, but up close, it's very orange and peachy. Don't think I love this shade for my under eyes, but we'll just have to see. I'm definitely going to mix it with 210. I think 210 is a very nice shade, but I think I could go lighter. Blended super easy and quick, and the coverage is really nice. While I was blending this side did not crease. I do have some concealers that crease immediately. Makeup Revolution. I feel like it like smoothed out my skin a little bit, which I feel like all Fenty products do. I think 260 is not my shade, but 210 definitely was a nice shade. I could go lighter. I do like how it brightened me up just a little bit. So for under my eyes, I'm going to go in with the shade Lavender. And guys, this packaging, not only is it like beautiful, it is so big. I actually can't get over it. It's like sturdy and big, and I'm kind of shocked. So I'm just going to open that up now. It has a bit of a purple tinge. I hope it doesn't look purple on my under eye. So I just put that much. I'm actually just going to check if my concealer has crease. Okay, sorry this angle is disgusting, but you can see it creased quite a lot. So definitely before you set it, blend out the creases. And now with my Morphe sponge, I'm just going to press into the powder and set my under eyes and hope for the best, honestly. Hopefully it doesn't give me too much of a white cast. Okay, I already love how like finely milled it is. It doesn't feel like thick on the skin. I might have put a bit much, but I like how it feels very lightweight on the skin. That's something I'm immediately noticing. I feel like this concealer claims that it was creaseless, but honestly, is any concealer creaseless? I have no idea. I just feel like it's a bit silly to promote it like that, when I feel like someone like me with a lot of lines under their eyes, all concealers crease. But I do appreciate that it doesn't crease too quickly. Like my Makeup Revolution, I'm sorry, but it creases in like 1 second. Like after I blend it out, it's already creased, you know? Honestly feels like there's nothing on my skin. I kind of love it. So I let it sit on my under eyes for a few minutes, and now let's try wipe it off. This side doesn't really matter because like I didn't put much. I also don't know how long you're meant to leave it under your eyes for, but I'm just doing it very lightly just to make sure. Not gonna lie, I got a bit scared for a second. I thought it wasn't coming off. I hate being so positive about everything. Like it just seems I'm not being genuine. But I do love Fenty Beauty products. I know they work on my skin. And honestly, my under eyes look really airbrushed. Like, can you see that? No, I can't really smell the powder. I heard a lot of people say that it smells like nice, which I want to smell it, but I just can't smell it. I'm a bit sick right now, so maybe that's why. So now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the shade Honey. Sorry, I already took the lid off. Hopefully it's not too dark for me. If it's meant to be translucent, then it shouldn't be. The only reason I got this shade was because the shade before it, which was like cashew or something, looked very pink, and I just don't like that. I'm also going on with this brush and just like lightly put this over my face. Okay, I can smell it now. It smells like cocoa or like sweet. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the camera, what is happening. I don't know if this is too dark for me. For some reason on camera it looks very patchy, but in real life it looks really nice. Why does it look like that? Okay, so off camera I just went and tried to blend it out because I felt like on camera it looked very patchy, but in person I seriously look so fine. I'm very confused, but I did eventually, I think it just required a bit of blending. I don't know, I never usually use loose powders for my full face, but I look pretty airbrushed, I'm not gonna lie. And like, oh my god, my skin just feels so like velvety and like nice. Don't know how often I would use this as a powder to set my full face, so iffy about that, but for my under eyes, so perfect. Like it didn't even give me a white cast. Like it very subtly brightened, I think. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Fenty Beauty concealers and powders. I don't really have much because I feel like you do have to wear these products and try them out over a course of time till you really get your true opinion. But for now, I kind of love everything. Bit iffy about setting my whole face with the loose powder, but other than that. By the way, I have these two matchsticks. I very rarely, if ever, use them. This one is in the shade Cinnamon, and I thought it was going to be a good highlight shade for me because Sephora lighting is so deceiving. It's literally brown. It does not work as a highlighter for me, so no idea what to do with it. I don't use it. That's that. Then I have this one, which I actually do like. I just don't know about the formula, you know. I don't know. I have the shade Blonde. It's like this nice goldy shade. It's like pretty, but the formula is so dry, and it's so hard. And I know you can put it on with your fingers, your brush. Too much work. See ya. But for highlighter, I am going to be using Fenty Beauty. I'm going to be using the Killawatt highlighters in the shade Mean Money and Hustler Baby. Super cute highlighters. They're a bit sparkly for my liking, but still super pretty. I'm just going to put that on. Really pretty. I just think up close they're a bit sparkly. Maybe I should start using this more often because it's kind of so pretty. If I look a bit shiny, I just sprayed myself with setting spray. I finished my under eyes. Now time for lips, the final step. I obviously have two lipsticks and I probably should have done more of a neutral eye. So hopefully one of these work. I'm definitely not using the red lip because it's just too much. I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss that I've wanted to try for so long in the shade Fussy. The packaging, Seriously, so beautiful. Like, this is my favorite packaging that they have. It's like a pink lip gloss. I love how the applicator is like massive. So I've never actually tried this before. I like that it doesn't feel sticky as well. It feels really comfortable on the lips, and I love the color, and it's so shiny. Do you see that? So this is the final look. It's kind of different because I never wear green, but obviously I really like how I look. Something I really enjoy about Fenty Beauty products, which I've said already 100 times, is just how airbrush they make my skin look and feel. Like, not many products really do that. I have a lot of texture on my skin, and as much as I love makeup, it definitely enhances that 99% of the time. Even though I have dry skin, I love the foundation so much because it makes me look so smooth. I don't have much to say because I've already reviewed it throughout the video. Obviously, I really enjoyed literally basically everything. I definitely have to keep trying these products over time to see if they start going bad, if I start noticing other things. I'll definitely keep you guys updated in future videos or on my Instagram, so stay tuned for that. But so far, everything is like pretty damn good. I definitely recommend everything in this video, like for sure, everything. Just make sure you get your shades right, because something that really turns me off products is when my shade is wrong. So like, it could be an amazing product, but I can't tell because the shade just puts me off. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I love reviewing products for you guys. I can't always do reviews. I really don't have enough money to buy products all the time. But when I do think products are worth buying and using and reviewing, I'll definitely do that for you guys. So please subscribe so you can see more of my content. Turn the post notification bells on if you want to be notified when I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But that's also Australian time, and if you're not Australian, you should probably turn your post notification bells on because we have different time zones and days. And also please comment down below any future video ideas you'd like to see me do, because I'd love to know. And that is all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.